Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Suzette Hamilton Yearwood, and I will be talking about the UK Maternity and Paternity Leave Law. Module 5 Critical Thinking for HRM 445. Professor Karen Kleib. Introduction. People have realized the need for work life balance and family friendly workplace regulations in recent years. Maternity and paternal leave policies have received substantial attention due to its robust business laws that provide comprehensive maternity leave benefits for new parents. The UK is well regarded in this area. Hence, it will examine UK maternity and paternity leave regulations, compares them to American laws, assess their HR implications if implemented in US enterprises. Also, provide an overview of the UK's leave law and relevant details compared to its US corresponding legal ordinances while highlighting notable similarities or differences between them. Whether US adoption is advisable based on gathered insights and examined how adopting said parents' leave policies could affect human resources professionals' responsibilities. Parental leave policy matters. Parents face physical and emotional problems when they have a child, from pregnancy and delivery to raising an infant, which we know take a lot of time and attention. New parents need time off work to provide while recover caring for their newborns, but many US workers do not receive paid parental leave, to my surprise. This shortage can cause financial concern, professional instability, and significant difficulties managing work and family. UK maternity and paternal leave law shows how parental leave policies can help working families. This statute guarantees 26 weeks of maternity leave, 2 weeks of paternity leave, and additional compensation under certain conditions. I will go on talking about the background and purpose of the UK maternity and paternity leave law. The maternity and paternity leave law legislations in the UK is a comprehensive framework that grants new parents time off from their jobs to tend to their infants. The main objective of this law is to facilitate work-life balance, diminish prejudice, and advance gender parity within employment scenarios. The legislation guarantees fresh parents an adequate time and assistance to look after their offspring without jeopardizing their professional or monetary well-being. It offers a minimum duration during 26 weeks for maternity and 2 weeks for paternity leave, which I think is unfair because both should be getting the same amount of leave. With additional perks accessible in specified cases, while on maternity leave, staff members are eligible to obtain statutory maternity pay SMP for up to 39 weeks, whereas those taking paternity leave break can acquire statutory paternity pay SPP within a maximum span of 2 weeks. Apart from offering time off and monetary assistance, the legislation also incorporates significant measures safeguarding against bias and termination of service for workers availing of leave. Employers must retain the employee's position during their absence, while employees are shielded from discriminatory or detrimental conduct originating from taking a break. Comparison to US leave laws. UK and US maternity and paternity leave rules differ in duration and compensation. The FMLA Act in America allows 12 weeks of unpaid leave, while the UK allows 52 weeks. Excuse me. British laws requires employers to provide statutory pay for some of this time away for maternity or paternity. Still, most American companies are not required to pay for paternal leave taken by new parents. However, some US states and corporations have adopted UK styles for UK paid leave policies. California, New Jersey, Rhode Island, New York, Washington, D.C., and Washington State have family leave programs that compensate employees for childbirth or adoption. Some US companies offer remunerated parental leave and flexible work arrangements. These policies often aim to attract and retain trained people to improve employee satisfaction and efficacy and promote diversity and inclusivity. Recommendations for adoption in the US. Compared to the US, the UK maternity and paternity leave law affords new parents more benefits and protection. The US Family and Medical Leave Act (FMLA) provides less support than the UK law. Both countries have different leave durations. The UK mothers can take a 52-week maternity leave and receive at least 90% of their average weekly earnings for 26 weeks. Stated by Ray et al. 2010, and I quoted. FMLA in America grants eligible workers up to 12 weeks of unpaid leave. Implications for human resources. HR departments countrywide would be affected by the UK maternity leave and paternity leave legislation framework. New leave regulations initially required HR departments to be prepared. It may be required to create norms and regulations to ensure employers may take their leave and finding qualified temporary staff to manage their workload while they are away. My conclusion. Finally, the UK's maternity and paternity leave law is a model for supporting working parents and promoting gender equity. The law provides remunerated leave, flexible scheduling, and protection against discrimination for expecting moms and fathers. UK parental leave policies are more generous than US ones, which might benefit employees and businesses. However, such programs in the US would require careful planning, possible changes to federal and state laws. Helping workers with their children, parents can create a family-friendly workplace within the worthwhile. The new regulations of today's society is basically saying that compensation should be given when people go out and have their kids, and they should also be able to come back to the same work environment and feel safe. Not people be saying, oh, she is too old to be having a kid at this age and whatnot and whatnot. So all this is saying that they should be compensated, and they should also be facilitated at the same time. The UK's maternity and paternity leave laws in the US, however, careful planning and good communication and also departmental cooperation are needed to ensure a successful implementation that meets workers and employers' needs. Thank you.